First and foremost, I need everyone to leave their devices muted. We have a court reporter out here. She's keeping the record. She cannot keep the record if everyone is talking and if everyone has their microphone open. Please do not just blurt out and say, "Are you talking to me? Is it time to call my case?" or any of those other things. We have to do things in decency and in order. So please leave your microphones muted at all times. When the judge is ready to call your case, he will call your case by your name. That's why we needed to make sure everybody's name was out here. So please wait until your case is called. There's no certain order in which the judge calls the cases. As we have offers ready on the cases, we will call the cases. There's a house counsel out here. That is Mr. Coleman Potts. He is your attorney for today and today only. Any questions that you have concerning your cases for today, he can answer those questions for you. However, he cannot answer any questions concerning your Secretary of State needs and situations. So if you have any questions about Secretary of State, you will need to contact the Secretary of State. Also, while we're in court, even though we are on Zoom and you might be in your home or in your car, you are still in court. So there's no eating, no sleeping, no laying down, no taking naps, no drinking, no smoking, no cooking, no getting up, riding bikes, and talking to your neighbors. We have seen it all, so I'm telling you all of it so that you'll know that you can't do any of it. The same things you cannot do that if you were physically sitting in the courtroom, you cannot do while you're on Zoom. If you are a gentleman, you cannot have on a do-rag, a scarf, a hat, or a hoodie. Please make sure that you're dressed appropriately. You cannot have on a wife beater. You need to have on a t-shirt you need to have on a button-up shirt or something appropriate for court purposes. The judge will call the cases as they are ready. Also, we are live on YouTube. You will see a box in the left-hand corner of your screen. That means that everything that we're doing and saying can be seen live on YouTube, which is more of a reason for you to maintain professionalism while we're out here on Zoom. I believe that is everything. Oh, also, the judge fines and costs usually are $275 for misdemeanors, and the fines and costs for civil infraction depends on that particular civil infraction. For misdemeanors, he can give you time to pay. You just need to let him know you need time to pay. For civil infractions, it is 14 days. That is state mandatory, so we cannot give additional time on civil infractions. Please be mindful of that. Also, when you go out there to pay your fines and costs, if you see that it's more than $275 and that it is $320, that is because there is a $45 reinstatement fee. That $45 reinstatement fee goes to the Secretary of State. That is not something that we can waive. That belongs to the Secretary of State. So if you go out there and see that your fines and costs are more than what the judge said, that is why. Also, please be mindful that if you have a bond and you want your bond applied to your tickets, that it takes 4 to 6 weeks before that bond is applied. So if you're trying to hurry up and get your driver's license back, we would suggest that you would pay your tickets ahead of time and then get the bond refunded back to you. The bond is going to go to whatever address you put on your bond when you filled out your bond paperwork. If you need that address changed for any reason, you have to contact the bond department. We cannot change it for you. I believe I have covered everything, and I will give you guys back over to the judge. As I said, please make sure, most importantly, that you leave your devices muted at all times so that we can get through this efficiently and as quickly as possible. Thank you.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one other thing I need you to do. You might think it doesn't make a lot of sense, but I'm telling you, I may have like 20 screens with everybody on there. If everyone is moving around, my eyes automatically go to where the movement is. So I need everyone to sit still as if you are in court, because it's just very distracting if I have 15, 20 people and everybody's moving around and then someone starts talking and my eyes go to whoever's talking. So you have to pretend that you're in this courtroom and sit still, all right? Javon Mitchell, are you in a car?
Yes, sir.
Are you driving?
Yes.
It's illegal to do so. I'm gonna have to remove you or you're gonna have to park immediately. You cannot drive and be on Zoom. You can't do anything that's not hands-free in a courtroom or can't conduct business. So if you have an accident, you can't say, oh, well, I was in court. No. You have to sit still someplace. So, okay. What did you say, sir?
I said, okay, I'm gonna pull over now.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the clerk gave you most of the information. I do need you to understand that you need to sit still and be ready to call your case. The only way we can do this quickly and efficiently is that if everyone is ready. Sometimes I end up having to call somebody's name 5 or 6 times because they got up to go make a sandwich or make breakfast or something. You are in court. You can't do any of those things while you are physically in this courtroom, but let's pretend we are here and let's get through this efficiently. I guarantee you it'd be a lot faster than if you had to come down to the courthouse, find a place to park, pay to park, find your way to the courtroom, have your case heard, then do everything in reverse. We'll have you out of here way faster than that. Some people get antsy just sitting there. I don't know why. You know, you're in court, you would have to sit someplace. It's a lot more comfortable generally for most people to be sitting in their home. We can get this done. All right. One of the things the clerk did not mention, ladies and gentlemen, is when the court gives you a fine on a criminal matter, misdemeanor matter, I will give you a fine. No, I shouldn't say that. Yes. I will give you a fine, and I may say $275 or $225, depending on if it's the first or second ticket. You may go out to pay it and see an additional $45 out there. That $45 is coming from the Secretary of State. The court is not imposing that, but it is out there, and you will have to pay that reinstatement fee to get your license back. When you pay your ticket, you can pay it through the court, but I just don't want you to say, well, the judge told me one number and then something else is out there. Secretary of State does impose a $45 reinstatement fee. All right, Mr. Mosby, I see your hand is raised. I see what happens is when you click raise your hand, it shows me that you're trying to get my attention. Did you do that intentionally, Mr. Mosby?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was on the list of names because I didn't hear you call my name.
Yeah, we got you, sir. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear silence or pauses, don't worry about it, sir. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we're doing things in the courtroom. The judge, myself, and the clerk or a court reporter or something, and you don't need to hear that. So does not mean your system is not working. It just means when I hit mute, just like if you hit mute, I can't hear anything from you. I have to do that sometimes so you won't hear anything from me. Sometimes people will start, I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything. That's because we're not talking to you at that time. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we do have some tickets ready, some cases ready, and I will call them as I have what's ready. As the clerk said, I don't have any order. The order is what is ready and what is handed to me. If I have your case before me and the prosecutor has not made an offer on it yet, then I'm going to hold it till I get the prosecutor in here. They're going to look at it and see if they're going to give you any type of injunction. I do have some calls on the right. Demonte Mosby, unmute your microphone. State your full name.
Demonte Ramon Mosby.
All right, this is ticket number P8. Oh, I apologize, Mr. Potts. Would you like to introduce yourself and make any remarks?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Attorney Cohen Potts. I'm the House Counsel. If you're here for an arraignment on the bench ward or pretrial, you will have the option today to take the recommendation. If it's a misdemeanor charge, you could face up to $500 in fines, up to 93 days in jail. The judge already said what the fine would likely be. If it is set for an arraignment on a bench warrant and pre-trial, we don't resolve your matter today, you will have the option to set it for a bench trial or a jury trial. Bench trial will be in front of your honor. A jury trial will be in front of 7 of your peers, and 6 of them will make a decision. And if you have any further questions, we can speak privately in the breakout room.
All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Potts, he gave you the law, but I can tell you right now, nobody's going to jail today. Okay. He said what the law says you can be sentenced to, but no one's going to jail today. All right. All right. So what Mr. Potts said, if you need to talk to him, you can talk to him in a breakout room. That is a private room, ladies and gentlemen. I can set you up in a private room where you can have a frank discussion with the attorney and you can say anything and no one else can hear it, just between you and your attorney for today anyway. That attorney, you will have a attorney-client privilege. That means that whatever you say to the attorney, you can say anything. I shot somebody, and that cannot be revealed unless you give the attorney permission to say so. That's one of the tenets in law that someone can talk to the attorney frankly and say anything. That can't be revealed. All right. All right, this is DeMonte Moore. This is ticket number. This is DeMonte, D-A-M-O-N-T-E. Last name is Mosby, M-O-S-B-Y. You won't be charged with one count of driving while license not valid or improper. The people that may be offered, Mr. Mosby, if you were so inclined, they would amend and reduce that charge to the lowest license charge there is, fail to display. Do you know what you want, man? What? Excuse me one second, Mr. Mosby. Madam Court Reporter, are we here and are we all set? I apologize for not checking with you.
Oh, thank you, Judge. I'm here. Good morning.
All right. All right, Mr. Mosby, do you understand that? If you were to plead guilty to this, the amended charge down from driver of license not valid to fail to display. That's the offer. Here are your options, sir. You can take advantage of this offer today. You can set this for trial, as Mr. Potts has said. It can be set for a bench trial or a jury trial. I have to let you know that jury trials, I don't know when you're going to resume jury trials. We're not having them in the courtroom right now. The reason we have you on Zoom is we want to keep everyone safe. We don't have people in the courtroom. So a jury trial would be pressed out in time. I'm not suggesting that to try to discourage you from having a jury trial. That's just the COVID facts, okay? So, but your options are, you can take advantage of the reduced charge, you can set it for trial, and if you have any type of legal questions, you can talk to the attorney.
Okay. The bench trial, I mean, whatever is gonna be quicker, whatever you recommend. Let's go with that.
Actually, no, sir. This is what you have to understand. I can't recommend anything. The attorney can't recommend anything. He can only give you advice of what the charges are and if there's a good offer or not or something of that nature. So these are decisions that are ultimately yours. If you need to talk to the attorney, he can advise you privately.
Okay, I'm gonna talk to the attorney really quickly.
All right, what's gonna happen, sir, is I'm gonna create a breakout room for you. And I'm gonna send a signal to you. And on that signal is going to say that you have been invited to a breakout room. All you have to do is click on join breakout room. When you're finished talking with the attorney, click on leave breakout room. Do not leave meeting. Join breakout room, leave breakout room. That'll bring you back to this open courtroom.
Okay.
All right, Mr. One second, I have to create the room. All right, you should see it now, sir. Yes, there, Mr. Vox.
Good morning.
Ms. Potts, you're back.
Yes, we're ready, Your Honor. Mr. Mosby wants to take advantage of the plea.
Very well. Mr. Mosby, I need you to raise your right hand. State your full name, sir.
Demonte Darrell Ramon Mosby.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Put your hand down. Mr. Mosby, you've had an opportunity to speak with the attorney in a private room, is that correct?
Yes.
And you had the opportunity to ask any question of him that you needed?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to go to trial, have the officers come into the courtroom, and you get to cross-examine them and challenge these charges of this charge?
Yes.
Understand by pleading guilty, you give your right up to go to trial?
Yes.
Have you pleaded guilty because you are in fact guilty, sir?
Yes.
Mr. Mosby, on the date of May the 17th, I apologize. Yes, May the 17th of 2018, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid driver's license?
Yes.
For finding you guilty of the amended and reduced charge of failed to display. I have to give you a fine, sir. The fine is $275. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time, sir?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Do you need, your fine is $275. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time?
I would need a little time. Yes.
How much time do you need, sir?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Today, sir, is March the 31st, the last day of March. What I'm going to give you is, you said 2 weeks. I'm going to give you about 6-7 weeks. You can always pay it early, but I don't want to make this harder than it has to be. Sometimes people will say, "Oh, I can pay it next week," and it's a little tight. So I'll give you a little more cushion. How about you pay it May the 14th, sir?
May 14th?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Like I said, you don't have to use it. If you got the money today or tomorrow, then you can do that. But I just want to give you a little cushion, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, we've already indicated you cannot eat.
Oh. I was chewing a piece of gum, I'm sorry.
Well, I know what you're doing, but can't do. You are in court. We've emphasized that several times. Ms. Mosby, do you know how to pay? You can mute your microphone, Ms. Moore. Mr. Mosby, do you know how to pay the $275?
The $275. I will go online, right? And pay it online.
Yeah, you can pay it online, 36 District Court, or you can pay at one of the kiosks. If you've seen the kiosks around the city where people pay their utility bills, they're in many of the markets. Yes, you can also pay it there, sir. So you don't have to go far. All right, sir. You're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you. Stay safe.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Dion Moultrie. Put your microphone, say your full name.
Yes, I'm here, Diane Moultrie.
All right, Ms. Moultrie, you have ticket number 389329, the people versus, let me make sure I have your spelling right here. This is Dianne, last name
Correct.
is Moultrie, Moultrie.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Moultrie, you have 2 charges. One is driving while license suspended. The second one is having a vehicle with no insurance. The people have indicated if you were to plead to count 1, driving while license suspended, they would reduce that charge to the lowest license charge there is, failed to display. Count 2, no insurance would be dismissed. Do you know what you want to do, Ms. Moultrie, or do you need to speak with counsel?
No, I know.
Okay, what do you want to do, Ms. Moultrie?
I want to take care of whatever I have to pay today to get my license back.
All right, Ms. Moultrie, that means you want to plead guilty because you can't pay a criminal case without having it adjudicated, either go to court or trial or accept a plea. You're saying you want to accept a plea of a reduced plea of failed to display?
Yes.
All right, I need you to raise your right hand, ma'am, and state your full name.
Diane Moultrie, Diane Catrice Moultrie, I'm sorry.
Fine, now, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes,
You put your hand down. Ms. Coulter, do you understand that you have a right to challenge this charge? Go to court, have the officers testify when you question them and challenge the charge?
do I understand it? Yes,
Well, you understand that by pleading guilty, you give up that right.
yes,
This is your choice, ma'am?
yes,
You pleaded guilty because you are guilty?
yes,
Ms. Moultrie, on the date of June the 20th of 2017, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Moultrie, I find you guilty of the amended charge of failure to display. Count two, no insurance will be dismissed. Ms. Moultrie, I have to give you a fine of $275. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time now?
I can pay it right away.
All right, when I say count away, I mean that, what I'm gonna ask of you is to do it sometime, maybe 2-3 hours from now. The reason I ask that is because right now we're talking, but if you go into the computer, it says driving no license, suspended, no insurance. Until the clerk can take the computer, and we wanna have that updated before you pay it, where you just have a fail to display it, just a single charge out there, all right? So
Okay,
so you could just pay it tomorrow, but that would be great.
Okay, so if I came down to the 36th District Court, just give it a date, correct?
No, ma'am, you don't come down here. You pay it either online or you pay it at one of the kiosks around the city. That's the most
Nope.
efficient. Plus,
No problem.
Because that's electronic payment, so the payment registers right away. If you try to
Okay.
mail, come down, we're not bringing people in the building for that now, so, okay?
Okay, so 275, sir?
Have you seen the kiosks around the city, ma'am, in many of the
Yes, sir.
markets?
Yes,
you
I
pay
have.
there. Pay there.
Okay. The correct
All right,
amount to say is 275, sir?
So that's correct, ma'am.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Stay safe.
You too, thank you.
Javon Mitchell, unmute your microphone, say your full name.
Javon Mitchell.
All right, this is ticket number P1034385, the people versus Javon Alante Mitchell, that's JAVON Mitchell, MITCHELL. You're charged with drive while license not valid under this ticket number. You also have a second ticket, which is P1033555. There are 3 charges on this ticket. First one is drive while altered or fictitious registration. 2 is driving unregistered vehicle. 3 is no insurance. People have indicated, sir, if you pled to the 1 charge of drive with an altered or fictitious registration, the other 3 charges would all be dismissed. You understand that?
Oh, yeah.
You know what you want to do, Mr. Mitchell?
No, can I speak with counsel?
Yes, you can. All right, Mr. Mitchell, you're gonna see a device, a signal that comes to your device that says you have been invited to a breakout room. All you have to do is join the breakout room. When you finish talking with counsel, you click on leave breakout room.
Okay.
You got that, Mr. Potts, what the offer is?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, question, can you give me the MCL on that drive with alter or fictitious registration?
Yes, I can, sir. It's just 46-3-1.
Oh, so it's a muni code.
Yeah.
There's no MCL underneath it?
They don't have it on here. It's not written on the ticket. Let's see here. No, it's not written on the ticket.
Okay.
That's because I have the, okay. He's in waiting, breakout room now.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Potts. Oh, Mr. Potts, I do have a code also. It's 257257.
257. You said 257, 257? Okay. Yeah, that was my question because 46-31, all that does is adopt the motor vehicle code. So I was trying to figure out what the actual code was. All right, thank you.
Do you have an additional question or that
No,
covered it?
that was it.
Okay. So he, Mr. McGee, mute your microphone. Thank you.
Okay, so everything's all good still.
We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, 1 second, Mr. Potts.
an order for Davish yet or no? For sure?
I haven't seen one.
Can you look or text me?
All right, Mr. Potts, I apologize. How are we gonna proceed?
We'd like to set this matter for a pretrial, Your Honor. And he actually he's working on straightening some things out. He has a court date in Phoenix to do so. The court date is in June, so if it's possible to set this pretrial in July, that would be appreciated.
Well, Mr. Potts, if he wants to go to trial or something, I can give him a date out that far, but I can't just put a pretrial out there for months, you know, because my time standards are like, I can't put a pretrial out there that long, and then if he wants to trial another.
And we can do a bench trial as well, Your Honor. I just I didn't know whether the court wanted to do a pretrial, but we can do a bench trial. I'm talking about the bench trial as well.
All right, we gotta track this. All right. 1 second, we're gonna get a court date, a trial date.
It's user 44038508. Judge, you can use July 8th.
July the 8th, Mr. Potts. This is bench. July the 8th.
Mr. Mitchell, that works for you, July 8th?
No, they're here.
We can't hear you.
Unmute, Mr. Mitchell.
Yes, that's fine.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, we're gonna set you up for a bench trial date on July the 8th. You did say 8, right, Mr. Potts? Yeah, July the 8th at 8:30 a.m., sir.
All right, thank you.
You'll come back out here July the 8th, 8:30 a.m. Make it 9 o'clock, sir. Make that 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock? Okay.
All right. Come back in the same way, Mr. Mitchell, same Zoom number.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. We'll see you on that day.
All righty.
You can sign off now, sir. Stay safe.
You too.
Sierra Moore, unmute your microphone, state your full name.
Here more.
All right, there's more. This is ticket number 1545081, the People versus Kira, Keira. Last name is Moore, Moore. Charged with 1 count with no operator's license. The people have indicated now, if you're so inclined, they would bring the charge down. They would reduce it to the lowest license charge there is, fail to display. Do you know what you want to do, Ms. Moore?
I plead guilty.
Ms. Moore, I do need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Here more.
You swear to tell the truth now?
Yes.
Put your hand down, Ms. Moore. Ms. Moore, you understand that you have a right to go to trial and challenge or contest these charges. You understand that?
Yeah. Yes.
You that right up. You understand that?
Yes.
Your choice?
Yes.
It's more wherever you are, you need to have privacy.
I'm in my living room. I'm caring for my daughter. We got COVID. I'm just trying to keep an eye on her as well.
All right, now, we're good. We're almost through this. You can go back. You got a small child. I do not want you to leave them unattended, so. We'll deal with the background noise.
I can turn the TV off.
Oh, that was the TV I heard. Okay. All right, Ms. Moore, we can still talk though. You indicated that you want to plead guilty and you were pleading guilty because you are guilty. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
Ms. Moore, date of August 21st of 2015, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes.
Or will find you guilty of the amended charge of fail to display. I have to give you a fine, ma'am. Your fine is $275. Can you pay that right away, ma'am, or do you need time?
Yes. I can pay it right away.
Right, ma'am. You may have heard me say this earlier, and I do need you to wait a couple hours to make sure that the system is updated to the amended charge. So when you pay it, you pay on the right charge.
Okay.
Do you know how to pay this form?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Then you're all set. You can sign off. Good luck to you. Stay safe.
Thank you.
All right. You said we have COVID. You have it, ma'am? You said?
Yes. Yes, I do. And my daughter just was tested last night for it, but she's having all the symptoms that I have, so I'm just assuming she has it too.
Wish you well, ma'am. You and your family stay safe. Speedy recovery.
Thank you.
You can sign.
The supervisor's trying to see who she can get to come out.
Ronald Foley.
Yes.
State your full name.
Ronald McFarley.
All right, I apologize for pronouncing your name wrong. Mr. McFarley, this is ticket number 96582213. Mr. Ronald, RONALD, McFarley, McFolley. Mr.
Yes,
McFarley, the city of Detroit has a policy with some tickets. They don't do this with alcohol related tickets, but a lot of tickets, if a ticket is 2013 or older, they will dismiss it for the age of the ticket. Sometimes there's difficulty finding officers or sometimes retired in that time frame. So this matter is dismissed. Good luck to you, sir. You can sign off.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Have a blessed day.
All right, Mr. Christopher McKinstry. Unmute your microphone, state your full name.
My name is Christopher McKinstry.
All right. This is ticket number 630856. Um, 630-85614. Mr. McKinstry, you are charged with open intoxicants in a motor vehicle. The people would reduce this charge, sir, from open intoxicants driver to open intoxicants passenger. You know what you want to do with this charge, with this case,
Yes, sir.
What do you want to
Guilty.
do? Mr. McKinstry, I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name, sir.
Christopher McKinstry?
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right, you put your hand down, sir. Mr. McKinstry, you understand that you have a right to challenge this charge, go to trial and contest the charges, right? You understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you understand by pleading guilty, you give your right up to do that. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will, Mr. McKinstry?
Yes, sir.
You pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. McKinstry, on the date of December 16th, 2010. This is an old ticket too, but it has a state charge and the state doesn't do it. But even then, the city doesn't discuss them with 2014. They're cut off as 2013. So, Mr. McKinstry, you said you're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Mr. McKinstry, on the date of December 16th, 2014, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit, specifically Belle Isle, and had open intoxicants in your vehicle?
Yes, sir.
Court to find you guilty of the charge of open intoxicants passenger, not the driver. Still have to give you a fine, sir. Your fine is $270. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time, sir?
I'll pay within the next couple of days, sir.
All right, that's fine, sir. You know how to pay, Mr. McKinstry?
Yep, I can go to the kiosk or I can pay online.
Yes, sir. You're all set, Mr. McKinstry.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Stay safe.
Thank you too as well. Bye-bye. How do I leave? 275.
Actually, you can just hang up.
Okay.
Patrick McGee. Patrick McGee, unmute your microphone, state your full name.
Patrick McGee.
This is ticket number P1099889, People versus Patrick, Patrick. Middle name is hyphenated, Keilon hyphen Jamil, Jamel. Last name is McGee, McGee. Mr. McGee, you have two charges. Driver's license never acquired and improper placed. People indicated if you plan to count one, the driver's license never acquired, they would amend that charge down to fail to display. The other charge of improper place would be dismissed. Do you know what you want to do, Mr. McGee?
Yeah.
What is that, Mr. McGee?
Plead guilty.
All right, you can raise your right hand, state your full name.
Patrick McGee.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. McGee, you put your hand up. Mr. McGee, you look like you're struggling trying to talk. Is your jaw wired or something?
Yeah, I got shot last week in the neck.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee, so I'm going to ask a question so you don't have to speak much, but you just have to give me a yes or no. Mr. McGee, you understand by pleading guilty, you give up your right to go to trial?
Yes.
You understand? Now, you pleading guilty because you are guilty, sir.
Yes.
All right, Mr. McGee, on the date of July 24th, 2020, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes.
I find you guilty of the amended charge of fail to display. The other charge will be dismissed. I'll give you a fine of $275. Do you know how and where to pay that, Mr. McGee?
Yes.
Are you going to pay it right away or do you need time?
It don't matter. I can pay it right away or give me a little time.
No, sir, that's up to you. See, this is not a decision for me to make. I don't know what your issue, your
Give
financial.
me a little time then, like a week.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you 2 months, May the 28th.
Okay.
All right. That's it. We're in the end of March now. That gives you all of April and all of May. So that's 2 months. So,
Okay.
and you know how to pay, you said, sir?
Yes, at the kiosk.
All right, sir. You're all set. Good luck to you. Stay safe.
All right, thank you.
All right. Mr. Randy Moore. Randy Moore, unmute your microphone. State your full name.
Randy Bernard Moore.
All right, Mr. Moore, this is ticket number 0958673222. The people versus Mr. Randy, common spelling, R-A-N-D-Y, Moore, M-O-O-R-E. Mr. Moore, on this ticket, you're charged with failure to display a valid operator's license. You also have 0958673321. You have driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. Now, Mr. Moore, the city ticket is the failed to display a valid operator's license. That ticket is 2009, happened in 2009. The city's policy is to dismiss. The other ticket is a state charge, driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. The state does not dismiss theirs when they're old. They just try to, see if the officers are available. But they would reduce that charge to improper plates. So if you want to take advantage of the offer, it is a reduction to improper plates.
Thank you so
instead of driving unregistered or untitled vehicle. You know what you want to do, Mr. Moore?
I'll take the reduction.
Mr. Moore, I do need you to raise your right hand, state your full name.
Randy Moore.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, sir?
Yes.
Put your hand down, Mr. Moore. Mr. Moore, you understand by pleading guilty to the driving unregistered vehicle, you give up your right to go to trial and challenge the charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty on that charge, sir, because you are guilty?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Moore, on the date of December 23rd of 2009, were you operating a vehicle? Did you have a vehicle that has not been registered or had not been licensed, that been plates and registration had not been renewed?
Yes.
No, it's a long time ago. You probably have to stop and think about that. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Moore, I find you guilty of the reduced charge of improper plates. The other charge of failure to display a valid operator's license is dismissed. I have to give you a fine, sir. The fine is $275 still. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time, sir?
Anytime.
How much time do you need, sir?
Say about a month. Not even a month. About a month.
All right, Mr. Moore. You see, when I ask you how much time you need, you have to tell me what you need, not about or whatever. This is your decision. You know what your situation is. I do not know that, sir. If you need a month, I can give you a month. If you need more than that, I can give you. What's that?
Month and a half.
All right, that's what I want to hear. Something a bit more definitive, Mr. Moore. It's your life. Take your time. All right, Mr. Moore, today is March the 31st. You said you want a month and a half. I'll give you a little more than that. How about May the 21st?
All right.
All right, May the 21st. Got to be paid by that date, sir.
All right. Do I pay it in the kiosk or where's the kiosk at?
There's kiosks all over the city, in and around the city. So they're in many supermarkets, or there's one outside 36th District Court outside. You don't have to come in. There's one in Northwest Activity Center. I'm not sure they're going to let people come in for that while they're doing the COVID shots. But they're in many markets in and around the city. You can Google it, DivDat, DIVDAT, and they'll tell you where they are located, sir.
All right, I appreciate it. So it's 275. Is it like the extra 25 added, or just 275?
I've given you a fine of $275, sir. There may be a $45 reinstatement fee from the Secretary of State. That's not from the court, but it may be out there, and you'll have to pay it to get your license back. But your fine from the court is $275. But you know the reality of it is, license back, you got to pay the state reinstatement fee.
All right, I appreciate it, sir.
All right. All right, so good luck to you. You can stay safe and sign up.
All right.
Deshaun Matthews, unmute your microphone. State your full name.
Deshaun Tremere Matthews.
All right. Mr. Matthews, you have ticket number 084459511. People of the state of Michigan versus Deshaun Matthews, Mattthews. Deshaun's DESHAUS.
Correct.
Mr. Matthews, you have one count, failed to display a valid operator's license. Mr. Matthews, there's no reduction on this because this is the lowest license charge there is. So you know what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. I plead guilty.
All right, Mr. Matthews, I need you to raise your right hand, state your full name.
Deshaun Tremere Matthews.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understand, Mr. Matthews, that when you can put your hand down, I apologize. You understand, Mr. Matthews, when you plead guilty, you give your right to go to trial, right, that you have to contest the charge. You understand that?
Correct.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Guilty because you are guilty, Mr. Matthews?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Matthews, on the date of April the 19th of 2008, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Hold on one second. Mr. Matthews, this ticket is 2008. The city, oh no, this is a state charge, so I can't do it. The state does not dismiss theirs when they're old. All right, sir. Court will find you've already indicated that you did not have a driver's license on the date of April the 19th of 2008, or you failed to display it. court will find you guilty on that charge, sir, and you'll have to pay a fine of, hold on one second, let me see, this thing has gone through a lot. Yeah. I don't know, it was never adjudicated, there was just some state fines and costs, and there was a amnesty that expired, there was a lot of things to help you take care of this, sir, so your fine is $275. Get rid of like late fees and warrant fees, so. All right, $275, can you pay that right away or do you need time, sir?
I need a little time. At least need about a month and a half.
All right, so you have to make the decision. It's not me to say, oh, I'll give you a month or a month and a half. Tell me what you need, sir.
I could take a month and a half, Your Honor.
That's all you have to say, sir. Because I can't make the decision for you. I don't know what your financial situation is. So if I gave you a month, because you said a month or a month and a half, I gave you a month and it comes up short. You just have to be honest with what you need. There's good or bad. I just need to answer your answer. All right, sir. I'll tell you what. I give you to May 31st. That's 2 months. All right. You can always pay it early. You can always pay it early.
Thank you, Your Honor.
How to pay, sir? You know how to pay, Mr.
You say through the kiosk, correct?
Or online, yes. If you know how to do that and you know what one is, that's great, perfect. You know, so that's when you pay it electronically, it gets paid right away as opposed to writing checks and things of that kind of stuff.
All right. Now is the ticket number on this paperwork, or do I have to get that from you though, so I know how to pay?
Yeah, but if you got something to write with, I'll just give it to you right now, sir.
Okay, can I grab something real quick?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Your Honor. I'm ready.
All right, sir, I muted myself and did not realize it. Mr. Matthews, this is 084459511. You want to read that back?
0844
595
595.
Just read it 11. Read it all back, sir.
0844 59511.
Correct. Correct. So when you go out to the kiosk, you can just put that in, or you can put in your full name and may ask for your date of birth as well, sir. You can do it either way.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. You can sign off, sir. Yes. All right. Mr. Griffin.
Good morning, Your Honor. How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. I do have a person out here, a Miss Andrea, and I'm gonna spell her last name. Ma'am, I'm just talking with the probation officer right now. We're gonna get to you. It's Andrea, and the last name is Moulleslesaux. This is a case that is from 2008. It has quite a bit of fines on it, and I want to know exactly what it is that should be out there after all of this time. Could you, is there anything I can have you do to take a look at it and tell me what the fine should be?
Your Honor, I just looked at the case. It seemed like it was a former, it was a drug court case
Yes. And
with
then,
Judge Lloyd. I just spoke to Judge Holmes about it, and she told me to have the young lady to dial into her courtroom. She is in session right now, and she would take a look at it since it was a drug court matter.
yeah, it was, but then it actually started with, it looks like it started with, let's see. Yeah, it looks like it started with Judge Lloyd, and then, but it's so old, I don't know that all these fines are appropriate now. That's all I'm trying to find out. So you want her to, she wants her to dial into her court?
Yes, 360-133-0000.
Miss, ma'am, can you hear that? Unmute your microphone. Touch the microphone, ma'am. Touch the red microphone on your screen.
Yes,
Now you're open. State your name, ma'am.
Andrea Michelle Moliso.
All right, now, this is, I'm not gonna call this on my docket right now. What happens is you originally started out in drug court. I see this and it has some pretty hefty fines on it, over $2,000. And I'm not sure that that is what is appropriate. So we're gonna have you dial into Judge Holmes' courtroom. She may send you back here, but I want you to dial into her and she's gonna see what is appropriate, okay?
Okay, that's Holmes.
Yes, that Judge Holmes. And the number for Judge Holmes is 360.
Okay.
What's the courtroom?
133-0000.
You got that? It's 360 133-0000. So the way you came into this, just the three numbers in the middle are different.
What?
All right.
I didn't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I didn't hear what you said, the last thing you said.
Yep. I want you to check into Judge Holmes' courtroom. She wants to see if that's the case that she should be making a decision on, because it started with a drug court. So she may send you back here, but we're gonna see if that's what's appropriate first, okay? Mr. Griffin, are you gonna go into that courtroom also, or what?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna send Judge Holmes a copy of the ROA, and then we'll go from there. And if we have to come back, I'll come back.
There's two of them, sir.
How do you get into the courtroom?
Ma'am, the same way you came into this courtroom, you're gonna dial the number. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, somebody else did it for me.
Are they still there?
Yes.
Okay, the exact same way you did this courtroom, except the telephone, the courtroom number is 360-133-0000. You came in here, you dialed 331, so it's kind of opposite, all right? That's a good, middle number is a court. All right, ma'am? So you dial in, there's some issue, they may send you back here and then we'll just handle it, all right? But we're gonna take care of it today.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, it was good seeing you.
All right, you take care.
All right. Miss Jaharia Michael, unmute your microphone.
Good morning.
Good morning. 1 second, I'm gonna be right with you.
She's under 9 o'clock.
Okay. All right, ma'am, you have ticket number, let me make sure I got all three here. You have ticket number P10485577. It's Jaharia, Jaharia. Last name is Michael, Michael. Charged with driver license not valid. You also have 328-930, failed to display a valid operator's license, and P954822, driver's license expired. People have indicated that if you pled to the driver license valid or improper, they would amend that charge down to fail to display. The other two matters would be dismissed.
Yes.
You know what you want to do now?
Yes, I do want to plead guilty to the tickets, and I'm trying to pay them off right away.
All right, now, this is actually what's gonna happen is you're only gonna plead to one, because the other ones are dismissed, the other two are gonna be dismissed. Ms. Michael, I do need.
I couldn't hear you correctly. The connection is kind of going out. I couldn't hear you.
All right, you have 3 charges. They've indicated that you only are gonna plead to one, and it's gonna reduce to fail to display. The other 2 would be dismissed today. You got that?
Thank you.
All right, I need you to raise your right hand now. Raise your right hand, state your full name.
Harriet Michael.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth?
Yes.
All right, ma'am. You can turn, you can turn your volume up on your device, just like you do, like when you're on your phone. I don't know if you're on your phone or you're on a computer, but you can turn your volume up.
I believe it's the connection in my area, my neighborhood is why the volume and stuff is going in.
Okay, all right, ma'am. You understand now, you said you want to plead guilty. You understand by pleading guilty, you give your right up to go to trial and to challenge the charge?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty, ma'am?
Yes.
This is your own free will.
Yes.
It's Michael, on the date of December the 15th of 2019, were you operating a motor vehicle in the city of Detroit without a valid license?
Yes.
All right, now the court will find you guilty of that charge, the reduced charge of failed to display, and the other 2 matters will be dismissed. I have to give you a fine, ma'am. Your fine is $275. Can you pay that right away, or do you need time?
I can pay that right away today.
All right, well, if you pay it today, pay it later on today, or, all right, because right now, if you go out into the system, it's gonna show all your charges. We don't want you to pay that until the system has been adjusted to show just what you're pleading to. You understand, ma'am?
Yes. So should I wait about a week to pay it?
You can just wait till tomorrow, it would be fine, ma'am.
Okay.
Do you know how to pay, Miss Michael?
Yes, through the kiosk machine.
Ma'am, that's it. You're all set. You can sign off. Stay safe.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you tell me the exact amount again?
$275.
Okay.
There may be another $45 out there from some Secretary of State reinstatement fees, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much.
Fine. Anything out there from Secretary of State, that would be them. So, but you can't pay it all at one time. You can't pay it through the system. What happens when you go out on in the kiosk, it'll show you what you owe for everything. It'll show you the Secretary of State fees as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am. Stay safe.
You too.
Potts. See what time is it now? It's 10 o'clock. Mr. Potts.
Yes, Judge.
Looks like you hit that hour. I give everyone an hour from their start time. So 10 o'clock. So anybody who's scheduled from 9 o'clock, if they're not here now, they are capious.
Okay, Judge, I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
I have a client. Her name is Betty McKinney. I got an offer from the prosecutor. I would just wonder if I could put it on the record one day.
When is she scheduled for, sir? I don't pull things up because that means I'm putting your client in front of somebody else. When is she scheduled for?
She's not scheduled. Her marriages are on warrant status.
Then she has to come and get a date. She has to get a date, sir. If anybody has a warrant, they have to come into the system, go to the cashier, get their personal bond, and get a date. That's how we get a date. I can't just go for anybody's dates, you know. So
they're doing personal bonds?
Everybody get personal bonds, sir.
Okay. All right. I'll let her know. Thank you.
Yeah, they haven't given a cash bond in months because of COVID.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll send them down there. I'll send a flock of them down there. Thank you very much. You all have a good day.
Everybody out there got warrants. All they got to do is come down to the courthouse, get a new date. They're going to get a personal bond. Nobody's getting cash bonds.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sir. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you, Madam Clerk.
No problem.
I don't know why you don't want to admit it. Cynthia,
Good morning.
man, you must have been the lucky child. We had this huge docket, but look how smoothly you made it.
Oh, it went so smooth. I was like, Wednesday, we don't have to work Thursday or Friday. Yay.
Well, we still got a Wednesday afternoon though, so.
Okay, so Judge.
Man,
Oh,
it is like
I didn't even
Tuesday.
look at all the names. We do have a Wednesday. I'm glad you told me that.
You working back this afternoon? You like, you outie?
She's so used to not having afternoons no more.
Right, I didn't even look. I just saw all the names. I was like, okay, we're gonna have a busy morning.